What's up guys, welcome to Tech with Nick. I'm your host Niklas, and today I'm about to show you how you can set up a WordPress website on a DigitalOcean droplet or Hetzner droplet for $5 a month and get the same speeds, if not faster, than WpEngine or Kinster. And you can do all this in less than 10 minutes. So let's get started. Alright guys, so first of all, this might sound complicated, but it's not. It's a simple, I would guess 10 minutes maximum and you're up and running. Basically, the whole process of setting this server up is done for you. So all you gotta do is fill out your domain, your user accounts and the passwords, and it will set it all up for you. And I'll walk you through how to do everything in just a bit. So I'll hop on the screen and show you exactly how to do it. Alright guys, before we continue, I just wanted to do a small comparison, just so you can see what you're really getting for $5. Like honestly, it's incredible. If we go to WpEngine, the cheapest WordPress hosting is $30 a month, but $30 a month is 6 times as much as paying for a droplet. Honestly, that's half a year if you're using DigitalOcean or Hetzner. The bandwidth is 50 GB and the storage is 10 GB. It's not that much. Go to Kinster. The starter is $24 if you pay annually. If you only pay monthly, it's 35. You get 10 GB of storage. If we go to Hetzner, it's less than €4, less than $5 a month. I would say this is powerful enough to run a decent e-commerce store, like a WooCommerce e-commerce store. If you're going to host it in the US, you have to pick this one, but still less than $5. You get 20 terabytes of traffic and 40 GB of disk space. In here, you get 10 GB and 50 GB. And honestly, the maintenance of hosting this myself, I would say you have to log into the server once a month, update it, and that's it. So let me show you exactly how I host it and walk you through how you can do the same. The first step, register your domain with Cloudflare so you can use the DNS from here. It's a simple step if you haven't done it before. Click this add site, you type in your domain and you hit continue. With your domain bought and registered at Cloudflare, we're ready to move on to step 2. So I'll just go to Hetzner. In here, you're going to select the cloud, hit get started to move on. All right, I already got an account in here, so you'll probably need to create a new one. Hit this create server. All right, so once you create an account and hit the create server, I'll pick the USA, leave it at Ubuntu. I'll pick this option. You kind of need IPv4. I won't be using the SSH keys, so I'll just skip by this. I won't be needing any of these. I won't be needing any. Okay, then you get down here to the name. I'm gonna call this Tech with Nick. I'll hit the create and buy now. Super simple setup process. So with that done, grab the IP, go to your Cloudflare, add record, add sign, and add the IP, hit save. I like to add a CNAME, mainly because I don't like the www version. I'll just be using the plain one. So I'll set this to Tech with Nick and hit save. That's it, ready to move to step 3. Alright guys, before we go to the next step, we need to set up a little bit of security. Go to the SSL/TLS, set it to full, and that's it. Then we're ready to move on to the next step. So I'll just bring over a terminal. We need to SSH, so if you're on a Windows, open up PuTTY. If you're on a Mac, use terminal. And what we're going to do is just a simple SSH. You should get your credentials in an email. And the first time you sign into the Hetzner, you'll be asked to change your password. So with a new password set, we're ready. I'll just clear my terminal here. What you're going to do now is the simple step of them all. To go to your browser, type SlickStack. So what is a SlickStack? Well, it's an optimized set of bash scripts that's going to turn your server into a high-performing WordPress server. I've been using it for years when I'm building WordPress sites for me or for clients. It's super simple to use. So shout out to Jesse and the SlickStack team doing a great job. Just going to copy this command, open up your terminal, paste it in, hit enter, and that's it. This is going to help you configure your server. I'll just walk you through the options here of how to set this up the first time. So first of all, it'll ask you for creating a sudo username. I'll just stick with the current one. The password, just stick with this. And guys, I'm going to destroy this server as soon as I'm done, so don't even bother. Anyway, I won't be using the SSH keys for this demo. Obviously don't need the specific IP addresses. About the SSTP username, this username, Robin in this case, is the username you would use the first time you sign into WordPress. So you can change this after the fact, or you can change it now. It's up to you. I'll just change it later. Just hit enter again. I'll only be using WordPress and it's the only one that's supported. Fair. My language, yep, enable the WordPress plugin blacklist. So Jesse and the team keeps a blacklist of plugins that might degrade your performance on the website. For this purpose, I'm just gonna keep it on. I'll link in the description for where you can see which plugins are blocked. Honestly, I would just keep it on. This prevents you from installing cache plugins and all kind of stuff that you won't need because it's handled by the server. I don't have a pilot file. I'm not using a remote DB. Yep, sure thing. Choose the database name, don't care. Choose the database user, another password. So basically, just go through this file, choose the site GLD. So in my case, I'll just enter tag with Nick, the site domain. So as I'm just using the normal GLD and I didn't want to use www, I'll just configure it the same as the site GLD. After this, I'm not going to block the robots. I won't be using multi-site. So this is another thing, SlickStack offers. You can host multiple sites on one server. So you're actually getting an even better deal. Personally, I just use a single site on each server as it's $4 or $5. It's so cheap. So this is so simple to set up and well, it's just easier this way. So I'll just leave this. I won't be using subdomains, so I don't care about this. There's possibility to use a staging site. It's up to you if you want to. I won't do it in this tutorial. And well, the rest is kind of self-explanatory, but if you want to protect your staging site with a password, I'm not going to do that. And if you need a developer site, you can do that too. The way this works is you'll use a subdomain for the staging and the dev site. So that could be in my case, dev.tagwithnick or staging.tagwithnick, but I'm not going to use it. But you can if you want to. I won't be using any backups. There's a possibility to use rsync or rclone, and you can pretty much back up to any of the big cloud like OneDrive, Dropbox, Google Drive. You got that opportunity if you need. Well, I'll just leave it at none. And that's all the settings. So with this done, the script is going to finalize and it's going to install, and all the details we talked about here, all the logins, all that stuff will be printed when it's done. Alright guys, while we wait, I would highly appreciate it if you could give a like to the video if this has helped you in any way, shape or form. I would super much appreciate it. And if you would like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell. Thank you, and back to the main content. So, all your credentials will be up here. I do recommend you just copy paste them, put them into a spreadsheet. Then if you read this, you'll have some extra ideas to what you can do on Cloudflare in terms of optimizing the performance. That's what we're going to do. Alright guys, so in your Cloudflare platform, go to the DNS, hit the settings, and here you can enable DNSSEC, and then in the SSL, pick the Edge certificate, scroll down a bit, and hit enable HTTPS safe. What you can do is up this to the minimum TLS version of 1.2. Alright, and with that done, let's go to the rules section, page rules, and create a page rule. You need to input your URL and then copy paste the -vp content /*. And in here, select the cache level and cache everything. Add another setting, edge, cache, TCL. With that done, hit save and deploy page rules and we're good to go. Next thing, if there's any problems in your installation, just run bash ss install and it will rerun the installation. 99.9% of the time, rerunning the installation will solve all the problems you might have. And as we are running Ubuntu, it does say this on the screen, but you need to reboot after installing. So I'll just be right back when I'm done doing that. Alright guys, the server is rebooted, fully working WordPress site, ready to go. Super fast loading times. Alright guys, I'll just test the loading speeds of the newly deployed site, just to show you how fast it actually is. Alright guys, just got the results back. This is even testing in Canada, and I deployed the server in the US. I know this is just like the standard theme, there's no content at all. It's still incredible the speeds you can get from a $5 host. Alright guys, that's it. If you like today's content, I would highly appreciate a like, a subscribe, and you can ring the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. And please let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to see next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next.